All right, go ahead.
Alright, hi guys. So, we did the racial protest at Yale that happened this past Halloween. And basically the situation was deans sent out an email to all the students that they were allowed to wear costumes this Halloween, but a lot of the minority groups at Yale felt that they didn't feel safe because of how far some of the other groups take the Halloween costumes. So the first article we did was Don't Be Too Quick to Judge the Yale Protesters. And it was written by one of the professors that are actually at Yale. And basically, in the wake of Yale students of color increasingly speaking out about their sense of marginalization on campus, the university sent an email to everyone in the school community encouraging all to take time to consider the costume and the impact that it may have, including costumes such as feathered headdresses, turbans, wearing war paint, modified skin tone, or wearing blackface or redface. And she felt that this shouldn't have been terribly controversial, but in the wake of several ridiculously offensive campus parties nationwide, one was at UCLA where students wore blackface, and then another one was a fraternity through a thug-themed party where some of the people came dressed in redface or blackface. And that was at Southern Methodist University. It seems considerate and smart for Yale to try to discourage such offenses. Those who are outraged by the Yale students of color and how their frustrations were directed, and precisely, which is the one, this is the husband of the professor that wrote this email, that even feelings of white faculty members seem to matter more than feelings of students of color. The author also made a note to protesters saying rage won't work, but consider this. Nicholas and Erica Christie are implicitly endorsing the idea that students should be able to wear blackface or whatever other offensive costumes they want, and that students of color should just suck it up.
And then student protesters, pathology, and professors. At Yale, both the university's president and the African American dean of Yale College have capitulated to student demands of sensitivity training, expanded minority programs and courses, and have offered abject public apologies for failing Yale's black students over similar assertions of racial bias on campus, including an email questioning the need to censor Halloween costumes. At Dartmouth, Black Lives Matter protesters disrupted and harassed students studying in the library, while other demonstrations at Claremont, McKenna, and Ithaca College have roiled campus and led to similar demands, to which administrators quickly agreed. Uncomfortable with power and identifying all their professional lives with the underdog and oppressed at the righteous struggles, professors are more likely to adapt a submissive position toward the students, demanding social justice regardless of the bias of the students' complaints. As James Kirkchick asks in an excellent article, what are the adults? Indeed, if you want to understand the pathology of today's college students, you must look first at the pathology of professorite, and indeed the spreading protests, increasingly aggressive and comprehensive in their demands, show that the students are learning from each other, finding encouragement in the submission of the professors. They may encounter big odds along the way and occasionally act like one themselves, but the idea of endemic racism or oppression occurring at Yale and at any other academic institution with which Yale was familiar is residual, and the professors who ensured that such an environment would not exist know that better than anyone else. Thus, there are other professors who actively side with the protesters, align their interests with the agitators, and becoming foot soldiers in the war of eradication injustice from America's college campuses.
Okay. I already want to apologize. I'm really bad at reading out loud, so
But
I
actually,
stutter.
apologize.
I apologize. A confrontation over race at Yale. Hundreds of students demand answers from the school's first black dean. Hundreds of students surrounded the first black dean of Yale College on the University Quad here Thursday, demanding a public response to recent events that have stoked English debates about the treatment of racial minorities on this Ivy League campus. A sophomore standing near the center of the circle of more than 300 students asked the dean, Jonathan Howard, if he would call on his personal experience in addressing students' demands for additional black faculty, racial sensitivity training for freshmen, and the dismissal of administrators used as racial intent. The students.
Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right